right, we are back with another one. We're back with another one. Peace and blessings, family. I hope y'all been all right. This is my second video. Now, this video is going to be about annual perfections and astrology, and basically how to use it. If you're not really familiar with basically what an annual perfection is in astrology, annual perfections could be looked at as basically a predictive based analysis of what's coming up in store in your life, what's coming up in your life, or what's in store for you based on your age year. So say you're 21, you're 7. Each of these have different meanings depending on the house that it lands in. And basically our housing system represents different areas in life. So with this is just a conglomerate of basically what's to come based on your current age or what age you will become. So let's dive a little bit deeper into this. I hope that wasn't too confusing. So I attempted, do not judge me, y'all, because I'm not the most artistic person. Okay, this is my wheel. And basically what this wheel represents, because I know when you look at the annual perfection wheels, they kind of don't look like this. I did it a little bit different. Basically, this is the zodiac wheel, and of course these obviously represent the houses, but instead of what I did, I put my ages for each house on the outside of the wheel instead of like within the wheel, like how they would normally have it. So y'all, I know that's probably not the best aesthetically looking thing to look at, but you'll kind of get an idea from where I'm going with this, especially once I get more into the video. So without further ado, family, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So the first thing I want to jump into basically is our first house. And basically we know that our first house represents basically yourself, your identity, your looks, your physical body, your personality. So you will be in this first house of life within the ages of 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 73, 84, and 96. Now, with these different ages of life, you can look at this as, say, like, this is the year you may grow into, you just start puberty. This is for a person who's just turning 12. Or say, you're just turning 24, so now your physical body is changing. Now you have more of an adult body. So these ages represent basically different stages in your life that you will enter within this first house, within this first realm. So if you're any of these ages, you may experience different things or changes rather when it comes to your self-identity, your personality, your looks, your physical body. Let's go ahead and jump right into our second house. Now, this is a house, of course, is our self-worth, our values, our money. This year, you will be more inclined to focus on your finances, your personal state, your personal taste, maybe your style, things that are of value to you. The ages represented for this house would be 1, 13, 25, 37, 49, 61, 73, 85, and 96. So if you're entering these ages, be on the lookout for things that may be a little bit more prominent this year for you. And this is a fun thing I like to do personally for myself, because right now I'm at the age of 33. So technically I would be in the house year of, I believe, of number 10. Yeah. And you know, that represents like basically your career, your public image, and things like that. So basically my whole thing of doing this, I know I'm kind of getting sidetracked before I get into the rest of the houses. Basically, based on, say, your age, your current year, you can look at the house system and say, okay, this will be a year, you know, I'll probably be more inclined to focus on my personal finances, my values, things that are important to me. So just whatever age you turn, you can also look to these houses as a reference of areas you probably want to pay more attention to, or you'll be more internally to pour more attention to. So the next house I want to jump into is the third house of communication, which is our learning, how you communicate, not just internally with yourself, but your outside environment, whether that's your immediate environment, which is your family, your siblings, people in school, your neighbors, your immediate environment. Um, Also, maybe with your bus driver, people that are carting you or are responsible for your transportation around town as well. So when you enter the ages of 2, 14, 26, 38, 50, 62, 74, 86, and 98, these will be the years you'll probably more be focused on how you communicate or switching up how you communicate with these things, with your environment, being that it is in this house. So the next house that we do want to jump into is our fourth house. Now, the fourth house here, this is our family, our start, our inner child, our ancestry, our roots. So, if you're turning age 3, 15, 27, 39, 51, 63, 75, 87, or 99, this year could be centered around your home, your family, your roots, and not just these things, but how you connect to these things, how you view these things, or how you choose to not connect with these things. So the next house I want to jump into is our fifth house, which is our fun, our pleasure house, our creative house, our art house, our house of children, romance, passion, affairs. So say within the ages of 4, 16, 28, 40, 52, 64, 76, 88, 100. This year could be centered around things of maybe expanding your creative mind, getting into art field talents or discovering talents that you have in maybe the arts, your skills. Maybe this is a year that you may have your first romantic fling, or you may jump into a passionate relationship. This is the years for it, the ages, which is 4, 16, 28, 40, 52, 64, 76, 88, and 100, which is our fifth house, the house of fun and creativity. Now, our next house here is our sixth house, which is basically our daily routine house, our habits, our service to others, and also how we maintain our health and our healthy habits. So, if say, ooh, my hand took away that 65. Okay, I marked it off, but I still know it. So, if you're in the sixth house, entering the ages of 5, 17, 29, 41, 53, 65, 77, 89, or 109 in the sixth house. This year could be centered around spending more time with your loved ones, more quality time, and creating maybe a healthy routine around your daily schedule. Like maybe you're getting up and exercising, you're meditating, or you may trying to find ways to boost your career. So when you enter those ages, you may be more inclined to focus on the sixth house area in life. So let's jump into the seventh house, which is our relationship house, inner relationship, personal relationships, whether that's marriage, relationships, friendships, business partnerships. Ages were 6, 18, 30, 42, 54, 66, 78, 90, and 102. Now, say you enter these ages, this year could be centered around basically your relationships, your personal relationships. You may meet your soulmate, a business partner, or find yourself more inclined to want to commit to these personal areas in your life. The next house we have is our eighth house. Now, the eighth house is our heavier house. It's dealing with our rebirth, our transformations, our taxes, shared possessions with loved ones, any of the taboo stuff that we don't really are hesitant or a little resistant to deal with. This is our house for it. So when you enter the ages of maybe 7, 19, 31, 43, 55, 67, 79, 91, 103, this year's in your life could be centered around those growth, those inner growth, healing, spiritual transformation, and evolution. Our ninth house, which is our educational higher learning house of law, travel, mental expansion. So when you enter the ages, say, of 8, 20, 32, 44, 56, 68, 80, 90, I'm sorry, 90 to 104, this year can be centered around maybe traveling overseas, going back to school, re-educating yourself on things that you may have not had the chance to re-educate yourself on, or learning new things and picking up education in those areas, delving deep into spirituality. And your relationship and how you view these things can change as well. So let's jump into our 10th house. Oh, excuse me, our 10th house. And our 10th house, what I mentioned before, is your public image, your career, your public persona. So, when you enter the ages of, say, 9, 21, 33, which is my age, 44, 57, 69, 81, 93, or 105, within these years, um, these years can be centered around your career, your calling, your purpose, things that call to your soul. So around these ages, say 23, no, 21, 33, or even 45, or even 57, you may feel the urge to either change your calling in life or put more into what you already feel inclined to do in this lifetime. So the next one I want to jump into, which is our 11th house, which is the house of of course, our groups, our friendships, our organizations, just groups in general. Ages 10, 22, 34, 46, 58, 70, 82, 94, and 106. So say when you're entering these ages, these years can be centered around your groups, your external relationships, and how you connect to these external relationships, but not only how you connect to these external relationships, how you nourish these relationships as well. So our final house, which is our 12th house, and this is our subconscious house. I call this the underworld house as well. So this dealing with your dreams, your subconscious mind, your secrets, your self-undoing past lives. So when you're entering the ages of, say, 11, 23, 35, 47, 59, 71, 83, 95, 107. These age years can be centered around dealing with the things that are hidden, things that you're ashamed of, things that are unseen, things that are a pain, loss, things that you may try to hide. Say when you enter these ages, these may be years that these are things that you want to, say, bring up to the surface and deal more with. So that was a quick video on basically like annual perfections. I hope this wasn't confusing. So basically, anytime, say, you have a birthday, it's a fun time to look at your chart and look at which house that you're in. So which house your age is in. Like I said, for me, I'm 33, so the house year that I would be in is the 10th house. So of course, obviously, with everything I've done up until this point, and this, of course, this YouTube channel, this is just like a representation of basically me being more inclined as far as in my personal image, not my personal image, but my career image, my calling and my purpose. So whatever your age is, pay attention to your house year, and you may be more inclined to look at any of these areas in life more into detail, just depending on where you are in life. So that was it for my Annual Perfections video, family. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.